We are going to record 2 new songs today. Peru and One Shot Away. And they're going to be released. Don't know when. They will be out at some point. Can't really go into too much depth because it's probably quite lots of the music industry, which I imagine you don't really know much about.
For the viewers at home, we'll try and explain the music industry to you.
Yeah.
As much as we can.
It is quite complicated though, isn't it?
It's quite complicated. I think it's quite lucky that there's a camera here today to capture history.
Angles. Yeah, history. Yeah.
This is sort of like, I imagine, will be part of history.
Well, probably by tonight, yeah.
By tonight, probably.
Yeah. I mean, if you've heard it live, you know.
Yeah. Imagine a live, but like another song. That's what we're trying to do today.
Studio.
This is, what's your name again? He plays guitar in the band.
Not to be named.
A couple of basses, guitars, none of which will be played on the new single.
Was it this one that Michael Jackson first learned on?
Yeah, Michael Jackson wrote Stairway to Heaven on that.
So this is full music industry,
This
isn't
is
it?
proper music industry. This is a mixing desk. Let's have a sit in the booth.
I know who sat there. Peter Andre.
Peter Andre.
Yeah, he sat in that seat.
Yeah. Well, he'd actually been, there's a co-op down the road from here, and he'd been to the co-op to get some like hummus and pitta, and there was a woman behind the tills that was absolutely mental, and he said, she's a mysterious girl, and you know the rest.
Yeah.
You might think this looks like a toilet, but it's so much more than a toilet. This is where Bono first thought of the name U2. The Edge was outside, Bono came in here, he said, I need a piss. The Edge said, oh, I need a piss as well. And he said, U2. And they looked at each other and they said, and that's history. And that's the kind of history that we're probably
Try to replicate,
trying to replicate here. This is a new riff I've just come up with.
How have we been recording these tracks?
So we've been tracking piece by piece to the click this time. First was Jim in the booth doing some drums. Then I put some bass lines on them. Then rhythm guitars, I think. And then like the lead guitar parts, so Cal was in there doing like stacks and stacks of different guitar parts. And then the last thing on top is Steve's vocals.
One shot away!
Then back to the verse here. What is One Shot Away about?
One Shot Away is about gambling, and really it's about how my great granddad lost the farm that our family owned on a horse race.
I've got the other tape as well, so I can copy it.
We appear to have shortfalled on the snacks we bought today, so we're taking a 3-minute trip to the co-op,
Nice.
courtesy of driver Steve.
I was just saying, I think it's nice for us to do trips like this, like to the shops and stuff together now. Because once we release the single, we're probably not going to be able to do stuff like this. We won't be able to get in the shop, people will be shouting our names. And it's just like, I just want to buy a falafel wrap.
Yeah.
Just let me live, let me be. But that's the price we pay for the music industry, I suppose.
Fame, really.
Here's a question for you. Favourite sweet or chocolate? Go.
M&M's Toblerone.
I love just like a chocolate digestive.
Okay.
It's basic that it works. In terms of sweets, anything sour, maybe a Tamfastic.
Do you have any bad habits with food?
I eat an apple whole. I eat the whole apple, everything. There's no such thing as an apple core in my world.
You fucking weirdo. This is our ice bath after. When you take the top off, all the boys get in. Have a good old time, really, don't we?
If you could no longer play your instrument, what other instrument would you like to play?
I've always quite fancied the saxophone.
Saxophone?
Yes. I think
Okay.
that would be a lovely addition to the band.
It would, yeah.
Offer a different kind of noise.
Yeah, cool fact. Do you want anything changed in the headphones?
Where did that riff come from? When did you write it?
So I wrote this riff about 5 or 6 years ago, and I was trying to write a song that was like sort of like a slacker rock, like jangly thing that was quite popular back then. Like, but the way that we've played it in Outhouse has ended up being a bit more like indie rock, like kind of a different tone on the guitar, a little bit more like crunchy, whereas it would have been clean and like chorusy if I'd done it originally. But I think it's turned out really nicely in the end.
I'm sure that she said she wants to be my girlfriend. But when did she say she wants to see me again? When everything changed, a wine and a glass of wine. Alright!
Alright, Swaz, fast forward, we've left the studio now. Where are we now?
We're at Edenbridge Bonfire Night,
Yeah.
and it was nice of them to put on a few extra fireworks to celebrate the recording of the new single, One Shot Away. It humbles you to think that these people are all here because of us.
Swaz, talk us through what we're seeing right now.
What you're seeing is culture is what you're seeing. This is Edenbridge Bonfire Night at its finest, one of the best years I've seen.
It's no Sackville sound, but bad, let's be honest.
Cal, talk us through where your musical talents came from.
Well, it all started from the Boys in Blue.
You used to walk this road, didn't you?
I did, yeah. I would have been probably back full. I would have been back full. Maybe right back, actually. Funny enough.
Do you ever think you'll go back to those days if Outhouse doesn't make it?
If the music called me, I'll be there.